Hi everyone, thank you so much for coming to watch this video. I am going to show you how to make saltwater toffee using Skittles. Yay, I'm so excited. Skittles are not only my favorite candy, but saltwater toffee is absolutely delicious, so why not combine the two? This is also super easy to do if you've ever made saltwater toffee before. I had never actually done that prior to this video, and it was so easy. So whatever you see here is exactly what I did, and really anybody can do it. If you need adult supervision, make sure that you do that because you will be cooking the candy, and obviously it does get hot. So I just ended up using one color of Skittle, but you can do whatever you want here. You can do a whole different rainbow kind. You can do every single color. For the ingredients, you will need half a tablespoon of butter, 1/4 cup of Skittles, 1/8 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 cup of water, doesn't matter the temperature at all. You will need 1/4 cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of corn syrup. If you care about the color, try to get that clear stuff, or there's also the brown stuff, but I chose the clear stuff here. And the last thing is half a teaspoon of cornstarch. Alright, so here's my little pot because it just makes a little bit, and it's on about medium temperature, but the key is just to bring everything to a boil and just make sure that you keep stirring in. And I do have a thermometer, so you're trying to achieve 265 degrees Fahrenheit. If you want to have your toffee a little bit harder, you can go up a little bit. And I guess if maybe you want to have your toffee not as hard, you could always not go to 265. But here we go. I am pouring in all of our ingredients, and we're gonna start cooking it. Pretty exciting. So you can see it's boiling now, and I've been constantly stirring it the whole time, and of course staying by it and watching it. The biggest thing for here is you want to make sure the Skittles have completely dissolved. One other thing you can do, which I do a lot in my other videos, is you can actually blend up the Skittles in a coffee grinder, which not only is super fun to do, but it just creates this awesome Skittles powder. So that's another option too, but I mean the Skittles don't take any time at all really to melt. I'm just saying make sure that you take the time to ensure that they're melted, or else you're going to have these chunks of Skittles in your toffee, which, you know, now that I say that, it might not be that bad to have chunks of Skittles in your toffee, but whatever you prefer. So I'm just checking the temperature here. Again, aiming for that 265 Fahrenheit. And once that's hit, we will be taking it out. You want to make sure that you have a pan that's buttered, and honestly, anything from this point forward, you want to make sure is buttered, like even your scissors, the gloves that you're going to use to stretch it apart, because this stuff sticks to everything, even, you know, like a little plate that you're going to put it on once it's done. You know, before you wrap it up, like just everything it sticks to. So you want to make sure you have that buttered pan ready to go, and then we'll pour it in. So here we go, we're pouring it into our pan. Of course, you can see that it's super hot and still boiling candy. So again, just be really, really, really careful with what you're doing here. Obviously, my pan is on granite counter, so it's not going to ruin my counter. So just be aware of all those things like that. You want to let it sit until you can touch it, but you also want to make sure it's a little bit warm so that you can still bend it and pull it apart. I am coating my hands here in butter because, like I said, if you go to pick this stuff up, it's going to stick to everything, even your hands. And the butter is actually, like, it makes your candy a little bit more salty, so it's not really a bad thing. If you want to use unsalted butter, that is okay too. So here you can see is that it's still warm enough that I can stretch it, and you'll notice that the biggest thing that's going to change is the color. So right now it's this lovely dark Skittles red, and it's about to get lighter, which is sort of unfortunate because it's not going to look like Skittles anymore, but that's when you know that you've stretched it enough, and it's also going to get really hard to pull apart. Okay, so you're looking for the change in color. It will get a little bit shinier, obviously change in color meaning lighter. it will get harder to pull apart and shinier. So here I go. I'm going to stretch it apart, and I end up doing this for about 10 minutes. So this is after about 10 minutes of pulling it and stretching it, and you can see that it's super shiny, which just makes it look so delicious. And of course the color has changed. That's due to the air getting in between all the little candy things and just making it lighter. So we're almost at the step where we're gonna cut it apart with our scissors and wrap it up, and then we have completed our delicious Skittles saltwater taffy. So after that, you can just sort of shape it in a little tube, and then make sure that your scissors are buttered, and then you just start cutting the candy into these beautiful, delicious little chunks. That looks amazing, don't you think? Yummy, 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 yummy. I like how it's kind of like these different colors in the swirl, a little bit lighter, a little bit darker strips, and such a clean, crisp cut to make sure your candy looks awesome. So you just keep doing that, and then I actually let mine sit, you'll see, so they created a different shape, but you can always wrap them up immediately like this. And I used the Glad, not the cling wrap, but it's like the press-in seal, so it's a little bit sticky, so the wrapper actually stays stuck to itself. And there you have your delicious wrapped Skittles saltwater toffee. Super easy to make, you guys, and of course the most important thing is that it's absolutely delicious. So if you love Skittles and you love saltwater toffee, this is definitely for you. Remember, we're doing a giveaway, so be sure to subscribe, comment on this video, like, and of course share it, because you guys, it's the only one on the internet, so you got to make sure you get the word out about the Skittles saltwater toffee, and you will be entered into our giveaway. We're almost at 200,000 subscribers. Thanks, everyone.